Ekeverion Welmakich. Today, we are tackling one of the most decadent, most delicious, most show-stopping desserts you can possibly make, Cheesecake Swirl Brownies. Just imagine a super rich, fudgy, chocolatey brownie base, swirled with a creamy, tangy, and sweet cheesecake topping. It's like two of the best desserts in the world decided to have a party. Entrost me invited. This recipe looks incredibly impressive, but I promise it's surprisingly easy to pull off. Whether you're a baking beginner or a seasoned pro, you can absolutely master this. So, if you're ready to make the best brownies of your life, grab your apron and let's get baking. First things first, let's gather our ingredients for the brownie batter. You'll need some good quality dark chocolate, unsalted butter, granulated sugar, large eggs, vanilla extract, all-purpose flour, cocoa powder, and a pinch of salt. The key to a truly amazing brownie is the chocolate, so I recommend using a bar you'd actually enjoy eating on its own. We'll start by preheating our oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 Celsius. Then, grab an 8 by 8 inch square baking pan, grease it, and line it with parchment paper, leaving a little overhang on the sides. This is my secret weapon for lifting the brownies out cleanly later. Now, for the fun part. In a medium saucepan over low heat, we're going to melt the butter and chopped dark chocolate together. Stir it constantly until it's smooth and glossy. Once it's completely melted, take it off the heat and let it cool for just a minute or two. You don't want to scramble your eggs. In a separate large bowl, whisk together the granulated sugar and eggs until they're light and fluffy. This step is super important because whipping air into the eggs is what gives you that beautiful, crackly top on your brownies. Pour in the vanilla extract and mix that in as well. Next, slowly pour the melted chocolate and butter mixture into the egg and sugar mixture, whisking continuously until it's all combined. It should look so rich and decadent already. Now, we'll add our dry ingredients. Sift the all-purpose flour, cocoa powder, and salt directly into the wet ingredients. Sifting helps prevent lumps and makes for a smoother batter. Using a spatula together. And I mean fold. Don't overmix. You want to mix just until you don't see any more streaks of flour. Overmixing develops the gluten and can make your brownies tough, and we are aiming for ultimate fudginess. Once it's combined, pour about 2/3 of this glorious brownie batter into your prepared baking pan and spread it evenly. Set the remaining 1/3 of the batter aside for later. All right, brownie base is done. Let's move on to the cheesecake swirl. For this, you'll need a block of full-fat cream cheese that's been soft to room temperature. This is crucial for a smooth, lump-free mixture. You'll also need a little more granulated sugar, 1 egg yolk, and a splash of vanilla extract. In a medium bowl, use an electric hand mixer or a stand mixer to beat the softened cream cheese until it is completely smooth and creamy. Scrape down the sides of the bowl to make sure everything is incorporated. Then, add the sugar, egg yolk, and vanilla. Mix again on low speed until it's just combined and silky smooth. You don't want to overbeat it and add too much air. Now, for the assembly, which is where the magic happens. Take your creamy cheesecake mixture and drop spoonfuls of it all over the brownie batter in the pan. Don't be shy here. Then, take that remaining 1/3 of brownie batter that we set aside and drop spoonfuls of it into the gaps between the cheesecake dollops. It might look a little messy, but trust the process. Grab a butter knife or a skewer and gently drag it through the batters, both horizontally and vertically, to create that beautiful marbled or swirl effect. Don't go crazy and mix it all together. You just want to create a few elegant swirls. 2 or 3 passes is usually enough to get that perfect look. It's time to bake. Place your pan in the preheated oven and bake for about 30 to 35 minutes. You'll know it's done when the edges are set and a toothpick inserted into the brownie-only part comes out with a few moist crumbs attached, not wet batter. The cheesecake part should still have a very slight wobble in the center. Be very careful not to overbake, as that's the number 1 enemy of a fudgy brownie. Once it's out of the oven, this next step is the hardest part. You have to let it cool completely. Completely. Let it cool in the pan on a wire rack for about an hour. And then, for best results, cover it and pop it in the fridge for at least 2-3 hours, or even overnight. Chilling is essential because it allows the cheesecake to set up properly and makes slicing so much cleaner. Once your brownies are fully chilled, use the parchment paper overhangs to lift the entire slab right out of the pan. Place it on a cutting board. For those super clean, professional-looking slices, use a large, sharp knife. Here is a pro tip. Run the knife under hot water and wipe it dry between each and every cut. This melts any chocolate on the blade and gives you perfect squares. And there you have it! Incredibly rich fudgy cheesecake swirl brownies. The contrast of the deep, dark chocolate brownie with the light, tangy cheesecake swirl is just out of this world. They are perfect for any occasion or just as a special treat for yourself. You absolutely deserve it. Thank you so much for baking along with me today. I hope you give this recipe a try. If you do, let me know how it goes in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my future videos. Happy baking!